2 Americans have been captured among a group of 5 ISIS fighters in eastern Syria, according to a spokesperson for the Syrian Democratic Forces. Identified as Warren Christopher Clark of Houston, Texas, and Zaid Abed al-Hamid, also originally from the U.S., but of our location not yet released, the pair were seized alongside other foreign fighters from Pakistan and Ireland. Their capture came as part of Operation Jazeera Storm, a ploy to decimate the Islamic State's last foothold in northern Syria, according to a statement from the Kurdish-led Syrian Democatic Forces. According to the New York Times, only 4 other Americans are known to have been captured alive on the battlefield in both Syria and Iraq. Only 14 Americans have returned back to the U.S. after leaving to fight for the terrorist organization, and the successful extradition of Clark and al-Hamid would bring the total to just 16. In contrast, Britain has seen hundreds of ISIS soldiers successfully extradited back to the country for sentencing, according to a study at George Washington University. Last year, it was revealed 34-year-old Clark had written a covering letter and sent a resume to the Islamic State, hoping to secure employment as an English teacher. In the prospective application, Clark wrote, "I was born and raised in the United States and have always loved teaching others and learning from others as well. My work background is largely in English, and I consider working at the University of Mosul to be a great way of continuing my career." According to his resume, which was found during a raid in a safe house in Iraq, Clark obtained a bachelor's degree from the University of Houston and worked as a substitute teacher for 2 years in Sugar Land, Texas. He then moved to Saudi Arabia to work as an English teacher before undertaking the same role in Turkey for 3 months. Concluding in 2015, it's believed Clark joined ISIS around the time. Few details have been released so far about al-Hamid, who is said to be 35. Speaking to Fox News, Pentagon spokesperson Sean Robertson said, "We are aware of open-source reports of reportedly American citizens currently in custody who were believed to be fighting for ISIS. However, we are unable to confirm this information at this time. The incident is under investigation." Share this article. Share. On December 19, President Trump announced that U.S. soldiers would be withdrawn from Syria under the pretense that ISIS had been defeated in the region. However, yesterday the BBC reported that 2 British soldiers had been seriously injured in a ISIS-led missile strike on Saturday morning. The president's spontaneous announcement prompted the resignation of Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, along with the White House's senior envoy to the fight against ISIS, Brett McGurk. Department of Defense Chief of Staff Kevin Sweeney also resigned from his post on Saturday evening. Trump's initial claims of an immediate withdrawal have now appeared to stall after the president's national security advisor, John Bolton, admitted on Sunday that there's no timeline in place for the exodus and there's a number of conditions that must be met first before the exit can commence. "There are objectives that we want to accomplish that condition the withdrawal," Bolton told reporters. "The timetable of the withdrawal flows from the policy decisions that we need to implement. One of the key conditions," Bolton went on to explain, "was to ensure the safety of the Kurdish militias who'd have been instrumental in the US's efforts to eradicate Syria of ISIS." However, Turkey considers the Syrian Kurdish forces to be a terrorist group linked to an insurgency within its own borders. Ahead of his meeting with Turkish officials on Monday, Bolton said he will seek to find out what their objectives and capabilities are, and that remains uncertain. According to Bolton, Trump has vehemently stated he will not allow Turkey to attack the Kurds. That's what the president said, the ones that fought with us. Bolton said the U.S. has told its Kurdish allies to stand fast now and refrain from seeking protection from Russia or Syrian President Bashar al-Assad's government. "I think they know who their friends are," he added.